Alright. Ooh. Hopefully you can see how red-faced and sweaty I am right now. I just ellipticized for half an hour, which is pretty miraculous for me. I wasn't sure I would make it. I don't know if you can... I'm pretty wheezy. I'm not as much wheezy. Not as wheezy. I'm not as usually wheezy as I used to get. I'm like pouring sweat right now. I was only going to do, as much as I thought I could do, which I wasn't sure was much more than 10 minutes, and I just did a half hour, so I'm pretty excited about that. I was going to do 4 songs, because I thought that would be more like 12 or 13 minutes, and it actually wound up being 15, and then the next song that came on I really wanted to listen to, and so I just kept going, and then it was like 17 minutes, and then there was another good song, and so I just kept going, and then it was like 25 minutes, and I was like, well, I might as well finish, and so I just ellipticized for half an hour, and I burned 300 calories, so says the ellipticizer. So I'm pretty excited. I'm exhausted, and I'm all sweaty, and my legs were like jello when I was trying to come up the stairs, but I feel good. I did it. I'm really excited. Yay!
Hi, Weight Watchers.
We're gonna go get weighed in now. We're done. How much weight did you lose, Mom?
I lost 3.2 pounds.
Why are you talking like that?
I feel like a commercial.
I lost 3.6 pounds. Yay! Hooray! I've talked about Weight Watchers a little bit. Here is the DL on the Dub Dub. I am still going to be counting calories. I'm not counting points. I'm going to continue with that because it's been working so far and I'm used to it, and why would I change it? Why would I fix it if it's not broken? So, yeah, but I am going to the meetings. My mom and I go on Monday nights, and our leader is very nice. She has lost all of her weight with Weight Watchers, as they all have, and she's really nice. She's very perky, and I really like her, which I think is very important. Oh my gosh, who was I talking to? I was talking to someone. Crap. I have an awful memory. I wonder if weight loss will help that. I really have the worst memory ever, like, especially because I talked to so many people online that, like, I don't remember who said what or when. Anyhow, I was talking to someone. I'm sure you know who you are, and I'm really sorry that I can't remember you right now, but we were talking about Weight Watchers and meetings, and this person had said that they... Christy! That's who it was. It was Christy! Hi! She had said that she really didn't like her meeting, and that she was the youngest person there, and she just really wasn't into her meeting, and I think it's really important that you like your meeting. This is my 3rd time doing Weight Watchers, and the first time I went, I wasn't so into going to the meetings. I was a lot younger too, and I guess I didn't really need as much motivation. I just sort of followed the plan and lost 30 pounds, which sounds really easy now, but it wasn't. But our leader was really, really good. I really liked her a lot, and I was worried that I wouldn't like this one as much, but I do. She's very nice. The meetings have changed a bit. They're a lot more interactive. Like, I remember going before, and it was just, the leader would talk and talk about a certain topic, and maybe you would write something down, or they would ask you to participate in some way, but there's a lot of more more interaction that goes on with everyone in the meeting. And I have to be honest, I'm kind of have social phobias a little bit, and so I'm not really into that so much, which nobody else really seems to either. Nobody's like really gung-ho about participating. A couple people answer questions and things like that. So, yeah, I do really like the meeting. I really like the leader. I am definitely one of, if not the youngest people there. I also think I'm one of the largest people there. I think there were probably two other girls, women, who were my age, and one of the women I think was my size, maybe bigger, but I've talked about how I have absolutely no idea how to judge that. But my favorite thing about going to the meetings is when you go in and sit down before the meeting actually starts. I am so nosy. I love to listen to the other people's conversations, like when they talk about their week, and like, oh, I did so bad. I had pizza and, or like, I did really well. We had pizza, but it was whole wheat crust and blah, 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 blah. I just love listening to other people's conversations and like what they think is doing poorly and things like that. But I'm nosy like that. So anyhow, I'm doing pretty well. As you saw, I lost 3.6 pounds, which I'm so excited about because I haven't lost that much since like the first couple of weeks when I started this like 7 or 8 months ago. So that's really exciting, and I really, really think that getting weighed in every single week is going to help me a lot because when I started going to the hospital before to get weighed in every other week is when my weight loss started falling off. I was losing 2 pounds, but I was losing it every 2 weeks instead of every week. So I'm really hoping that this will remotivate me, like instill that fear of God in me getting weighed in, because I really think I need that to keep me motivated. So I am really rambling an awful lot and talking and talking. Anywho, that's the deal with me. Oh, and I wanted to say a special hello to Nick's Weed, Nicole, or Nikki? No, Nicole? I think you go by Nicole. I don't know. Hello, I'm making a video. You should go see her last video. Maybe I'll post this as a response because I LOL'd. It was great. She's my biggest fan. Who knew I had fans, right? I sure didn't.